Hello kids, let's move on with chapter number 8, Algorithms and Flowchart. So let us understand first of all what are the algorithms. See, in our daily life, we carry out certain steps in a sequential order to perform a task and get a desired result. So here most important is the sequential order. Let us understand the above statement with the help of the examples given. Let's take an example of brushing the teeth. So, students, what you will do first? First, you will take your brush from the shelf. Yes or no? Yes. Now, what you will do? The second step will be turn on the tap of your wash basin. Then you will rinse the brush and turn off the tap. Next, you will apply toothpaste on the brush. Now, you will start brushing your teeth. Yes or no? Yes. Then, after brushing your teeth, you will clean the brush and rinse your mouth. Now after that, you will take your tongue cleaner and then you will clean your tongue. After that, you will rinse your mouth again and clean your tongue cleaner. So the last step will be, finally you will get the desired result. Means shiny, white teeth and a clean mouth. So these is what are the steps that we are performing in a sequential order to accomplish any task. Similarly, to solve any problem on a computer, we analyze and understand the nature of the problem first. Yes or no? Yes. You plan the input and apply the appropriate methods step by step to get the desired result. So here we have to remember what kind of process? Step by step process. This step by step procedure to solve any problem is called algorithm. So what is the algorithm over here? The step-by-step procedure to solve any problem. Now, let's look at one example. First is giving money to the shopkeeper. Next is riding on bicycle and going to the market. Next is taking money from your mother. And at last, coming back home, fourth one. And then the fifth one is buying chocolate. So this is the activity that is given on page number 87. You have to arrange them in order. Now let's look at the algorithm. See, as I told earlier that algorithm is a set of sequential steps to solve any logical or mathematical problem. It is always written in simple language and precise manner so that anyone can understand the steps. So algorithm language should be clear so that it can be easily understood by the people. Let's look at the first example, that is algorithm to set your school bag. So step 1, how you will start? The step 1 is the start. Now the step 2 is see the timetable, yes or no. Step 3 will be go to your bookshelf and find out your books. Then according to the timetable, that will be the step 4. Take out the books and notebooks according to the next day's schedule. Now after that, keep them in bag. After keeping all the books, then you will close the bag and finally you will stop. So this is the algorithm to set your school bag. Algorithm means a precise rule specifying how to solve some problems. So this definition you have to keep in your mind. The rules. Now let's look at another example, that is algorithm to calculate the sum and average of three numbers. So how you will start? What will be the first step? The first step is step 1, that is start. The next step is input first number, suppose 8. Then step 3 will be input second number, suppose B. Now step 4, input third number, suppose C. Now step 5, find the sum of three numbers A plus B plus C. And then the step 6 will be find the average, because it is asked sum and average both. Average, how you will find out? A plus B plus C divided by 3. Why 3? Because there are three numbers. And step 7, print average and sum. And then step 8 will be stop. So here our algorithm ends. Now let's see one more example. Algorithm to compare two numbers and find the greater one. So what will be our first step? Step 1 will be start. Then step 2, input two numbers and store them in A and B. Now let's move ahead with step 3, check whether A is equal to B or not. If true, then go to step 4, else go to step 5. So what will be our step 4? Step 4 will be print both numbers are equal, because we have applied the condition in step 3 that A equal to B or not. And go to step 8, that will be stop. Now on step 5, compare A and B. If A is greater than B, go to step 6, else go to step 7. Now, if A will be greater than B, then print A is greater and go to step 8. Now, on step 7, what will become? B is greater. Okay, so print B is greater and go to step 8. So what will be our good step 8? Step 8 is the stop. So this way we can write the algorithms step by step. Here our part 1 ends. Thank you for watching my video.